The nervous system is relational. From the time that a baby is conceived, it's being affected by the state of its mother's nervous system. And once that baby is born, it's greatly impacted by things like skin-to-skin contact, breastfeeding, the tone of its parent's voice, the way that it's held through this sensory system. A baby's not born with this ability to self-regulate, and it's through this co-regulation where it harnesses and internalizes its parent's nervous system that it actually goes on to form its own. This process is what myelinates the vagus nerve, particularly the ventral vagal branch, or the branch that runs from the brainstem down to our heart and leads to regulation. Myelination is the coating of a nerve that makes the impulses be carried more accurately and quicker. So it really is our connections that make the greatest impact on our regulation. And that process of myelination is thought to happen right into our adolescence. But we also know key areas in the brain to do with regulation are developing into our late 20s. The challenge is in the holidays is that we often return back to the places where we developed our relational patterns and our ways of engaging with people that we still may lean on today. We know that it's possible to undo old patterns, and it's possible to relearn them so that we can have healthy, secure relationships where there's attunement and co-regulation. Over the next several days, we'll be posting a series of topics that relate to co-regulation and how you can learn to understand connection through a nervous system informed lens. This will improve the quality of your relationships. Now, nervous system work doesn't need to be long and difficult. So many people say, well, how can I work on this if I'm around other people? What we'll be posting will be actionable steps that you can use in the heat of the moment, particularly if you find yourself getting dysregulated around other people. We'll also explain the neurobiology of why these responses can happen. And this can be really helpful to start to see these responses as part of your nervous system and simply what was learned, rather than blaming yourself for having these reactions. We know that the shame can further drive dysregulation. So uncoupling that in itself can be a way that we bring top-down regulation to our system. We hope you enjoy these.